There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this next episode of Magicon presents the CosCast. Whee! My name is Pixie Annie or Anita, whatever you prefer. With me, I have my lovely co-host.
Sunniva.
Yeah, and we are joined tonight by the talented and wonderful RaptorJules. Welcome.
Thank you.
You are our special guest tonight, and also a future Magicon guest. So,
That's true.
yeah, we're very excited to get to know you
Yes.
and introduce people to your art and the lovely stuff that you do.
I'm excited to share it with you.
Yeah. Let's see. So before we get to like the fun stuff, I'm gonna do some housekeeping. Just techie things. So the CosCast and Magicon are presenting like a talk show series. We're gonna do it every third Sunday until Magicon happens on the 24th and 25th of June this year. Yeah. And we have guests that are going to the convention, or guests that have previously been to the convention, or just cool people from the community that we think you guys would like to see. And you can find us at Magicon__ Norway on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and obviously here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Magicon_ Norway. And also the CosCast. We're also on Instagram if you want to give us a follow. Feel free to do so.
Yeah.
Yes. This stream is sponsored by Ronin Energy Drinks. Thank you so much. They have agreed to sponsor every single stream we have until Magicon happens in June, which is really cool. So we're doing a giveaway every third Sunday. So one lucky subscriber to the channel can win an entire tray of Ronin Energy, drink of choice, completely free.
Yeah, I will keep track on
Yes.
everyone who subscribes. So you need to subscribe. This one, you can do gift subs. Like, if you give out 10 gift subs, you will have 10 notes in your name. So you have more chances of winning.
Yeah. So Antarctus won last time. And he also won one on our special stream along with 3 other people. So
Yeah.
we're not going to ban you, but
Antarctus says, nope, not today. Do not tempt me. He will tempt you.
Just a little
Antarctus.
Just a little. Also, they've given us their own code. So if you use CosCast15 at checkout at roninenergy.no, you can get 15% off if you purchase a tray from their online store. Sadly, that only works in Norway because they do not ship internationally. And we can highly recommend the mojito flavored energy drink. It tastes like no other energy drink I've ever had, and it's one of my favorites. It's so good.
It is very good.
It sounds weird. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I was like, the first time I tried it, I was like, mojito flavored? Really? This can't be good. But it's really like refreshing and not super sweet. So and it's very different. So but really, really good.
I see there's some combat in chat between Antarctus and Sona. So Sona says, think you can beat me again, Antarctus? Antarctus says, I could beat you with my little finger tied behind my ring finger. Bwah. Sona says, I see. Can't compete with that. All right. That's settled then.
Frenemosity going on there, I see. Sona Servu, by the way, is Magicon's wonderful producer and also the moderator when we live stream.
Yeah. So behave.
Yes.
Or he will bonk you.
Yes. You will be bonked. I've already bonked Antarctus once before we started. So... as usual, we have channel points and commands, and you can use bits to trigger a dance party or just play an audio. You can ask us to remember to hydrate or do a wig change or costume change. you don't have to do that, Jules. But we usually have something just lying about just in case they decide to trigger that.
Exciting.
Yeah. Keeping it interactive, you know.
I like.
Okay, so the next segment in our script is cosplay progress. Have we been working on anything cosplay related lately, or anything creative, like, you know, arts and crafts or drawing or whatever?
I haven't done anything cosplay related. Well, kinda. I still doing the helmet thing, and I've just kind of filled in the pores with the holes with some foam clay that I've used a lot of water on just to get it more like a goo. So I'm just gonna sand it again, then probably gonna fill the cracks one more time and then sand, and yeah, we'll see. I'm just procrastinating at this point. But I did do something fun because we had a meeting because I am in the feel good crew of Magicon, and we did have a Magicon meetup yesterday.
Yes, we did.
At House of Nerds, which was a lot of fun, and since it was Anita's birthday on the same day, we decided that we were going to make a present for Anita. So the Feel Good crew, we made these coupons, like a bunch of coupons.
I
for
should go
different
get
things.
them. I have them. You want me to go get them? I can do
Well,
it.
I want to see.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
I'll go get them.
go get your coupons. So yeah, no, I got I don't remember who came up with the idea, but it was a joint effort from my crew, and it was a lot of fun making them. So that's what I did creative wise, because I did draw some drawings. So there's like favors from the Feel Good crew, like we will give Anita a free compliment or a free joke or a free high five. We also have like if Anita comes to us with one of the coupons, it has like free time of fanning. Like
Yes.
if Anita comes up like I'm gonna have 1 to 2 minutes of fanning, and like okay, I'll just fan you.
Yeah, like this little coupon is good for one free compliment. And this is very rare, very limited edition. It's good for a hug from the producer.
I did a little drawing of Chris.
Let's see. Oh yes, this coupon is good for one selfie with Charlie, aka Hobo Jesus.
Yes, he's part of the Feel Good crew.
He has like really long, like wavy hair and like a beard and a mustache.
Yes.
He's a really sweet guy. And also,
okay.
I have a coupon for sexy time with the magic boss, which is my husband.
Oh.
So yeah, I have a lot of interesting and very cute. One is good for 5 head pats.
Aw. Well, you do have little kitty ears.
Yeah, I know, right? And also, I'm very small, so it's easy to find a taller person that can go pat pat. Yes, exactly. Maybe I'll give this to you at Magicon.
Doesn't work. Only Feel Good
that's
members.
True.
Yeah, it does. I'll give you a free head pat.
Yeah. Okay.
Aw.
Birthday present for me.
Yay.
We're almost birthday twins, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because RaptorJules also had her birthday this week. It was on Thursday, or was it Friday?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday.
About
There's a lot of people who have their birthdays this weekend.
It's a good
There's a
weekend.
lot of people. Yeah, like Haley Peach last week also has their birthday around this time of year. So we were kind of joking like, oh, everyone is born in the beginning of April, and I'm like, hey,
What about me?
I want to be included in everyone too. Tartus is agreeing that you are super little. Head pats will be patted.
Yes.
Heads will be patted.
Yeah.
Yes, said Tartus.
Oh no, I got chocolate in the wrong pipe.
Oh no, technical difficulties. Aww.
Yeah. Chocolate difficulties.
What about you guys? Have you done anything creative the last couple of weeks?
Well, not cosplay, but because it's Easter, I always get a little like. I miss my grandma at Easter because me and her had this thing where we would always watch like crime on TV and solve crosswords together during Easter. So I've been solving crosswords and watching crime and listening to true crime and crocheting. My grandma did not crochet, but I feel like it's a granny thing to do. So I made this sweater or a cardigan.
Cool.
So it's
That's cool.
You need to stand up so we can see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
Don't fall.
No, I'm gonna try not to. There we go.
Oh, it looks really
That is
nice.
So cool. I love the split.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It started with just leftover yarn that I had lying around, but that was only enough for like half the sweater, and I was like, let's make it black and white. Why not?
That's so cool. Cryo Canine sends a heart.
Aww.
It's awesome.
And also Yenny said hiya in chat. Hiya to you too.
Hi, Yenny. Yenny's working on their animation bachelor right now. Ooh, and making a short film. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah.
Good luck. I wish you the best. You can do
Yes.
it.
We believe in you.
Yes, we believe.
Thankies, they say.
Yeah. How about you, Jules? Have you been making anything?
Well, obviously I draw all the time, so I feel like that's a job. It doesn't count. But
Yeah.
yesterday I did play with resin
Yeah.
to make like a present for Simon. I don't know if you saw that in my stories.
I
Hold on, I
did.
can probably grab it.
Yeah, you do
Wow.
that.
Yeah, grab that. Like, I really wish that I did something more but I haven't. I've been not just lazy.
I like to do things with my hands instead of drawing sometimes. But I got this mold for this little it's like a SP.
It's so
And
cute.
Oh.
I put the Owlboy. For those who don't know, my spouse is a game developer in Norway, and this is his game. And so we put the little pixel art in there, and
Yeah.
I still need to dome it, but I think it's cool that the little hinge works. And like, how cute would this be if I put little mirrors in them for like a little compact?
Oh yeah, that would be adorable.
So
Everybody
sweet.
needs a little compact, right?
Sunniva needs a pink one. I'm just letting you know.
I need a pink one too. You know what? Just send me your favorite colors, and I'll have presents for the people who are nice to me at Magicon.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Which is you two.
So far.
Pink with purple, I would say.
Oh, that's fun. Cryo
We
Cannon
have-
says that is adorable.
Yes. Cryo Canine has been working on updated version of one of her favorite cosplays, which she wore at Tege.
Yes, at the gathering. She cosplayed Hange from Attack on Titan.
Yes, it's
Or
kind of
Hanji?
it's her statement cosplay, I would say.
Like
It's,
everyone knows her as Hange.
Yeah. Also started dipping my toes into making clothes for
Nendoroid dolls.
Oh wow!
It's
What
like
is that?
It's like anime dolls, but I think they have like slightly big heads.
fun.
And they're not super expensive. I have a friend in the UK who collects Nendoroid dolls.
Cool. I just bought like a mold for polymer to make dolls like that.
That's fun.
I haven't tried it yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And we also have
Exciting.
someone called Hey Mick here for Julia. Love their artwork.
Aw. Is that one of your American friends?
That is one of my American friends. Yes, I have a Patreon that I have a little server Discord and people that are really supportive of me. And Mick is like always there for me.
That is so nice. I have one of those in my Twitch community. His name is Shady. Well, not in real life, but you know, That's what I call him. And he's just such a sweetheart, and he's always there, and is one of my moderators. And I sent him a whole like A3 envelope full of Troika chocolate in the mail because him and his mom love them and they can't get him where he lives.
That is
That's very
so
sweet.
cool. I sent Mick something recently, I think, but they're always supporting me, and when I'm sad, sending me ska music memes, and
Aw.
just one of those people that you meet through what you do, that sticks with you as a real person, a real friend. You're a real person, Mick.
Yeah. Nice
I
to
said
meet
that
you,
weird.
Mick. Welcome to the
Hey.
stream.
Welcome, Mick.
Welcome to
Welcome,
Norway.
Mick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we don't sound very Norwegian, but I swear we are.
Yes, we are very Norwegian.
Yes, I
Just
can
got
I
to-
can switch to statsminister English if I want to and sound really, really Norwegian. But
Yes.
you don't
I
want
mean,
to
I
hear
can do
that.
it with a Texas accent, so I guess I could be talking like this, but nobody wants to hear that. So.
Perfect.
Awesome. Also, Craig Kanan says about the dolls, she called them chibi style action figures. I like that more though.
Yes. Antarctica say nåde. Have mercy.
I'm just glad y'all are speaking in English because my Norwegian is not great. And it's a very funny stream.
No, we have decided Magicon. I think all the communication from Magicon goes in English, and that is because most people understand English, and we want to be as inclusive as possible.
Yes.
And we want to, if people are interested in Magicon from other countries, they are welcome to come to us as well. So it was just easier for us to make our webpage and everything in English just from the get-go.
Yeah, I appreciated it. Like, I get a little intimidated sometimes because I'm like worried that I'm typing to you in English. I'm sorry. And nobody's ever been weird about it, but it definitely was one of the reasons why I was able to jump that fear hurdle and join with the Artist Alley. So I was like, oh,
Awesome.
I'm writing in English. Like,
But that's cool. That's awesome.
fluid.
Then we know it's working because one of
Yeah,
our
it
core
is.
values is to be inclusive. So
Yeah, it totally is. I felt
Check.
and I would have figured it out if it was in Norwegian, but only because I actually know you already.
Yeah.
So I would have been less shy. I probably just would have messaged you and been like, help. But it did make me feel a lot more comfortable, so that's good. 'Cause
Good to know.
someday I'll speak Norwegian. I do plan to learn the language, but right now it's bad.
Yes. But we are having a lot of fun.
Yes.
And now, because we're going to talk more about stuff and ask you a lot of questions. But before we do that, we just need to get into the cosplay and geek news
Yes.
section, so we can just be done with that and move on to Jules.
Yeah. And it's also a very fun section, so we shouldn't skip it.
It is. No, we shouldn't.
All right. So, has anything newsworthy and interesting happened in the cosplay and geek community lately? Yes. Why, yes, it has. On the 1st of April, I hosted a local event at our local cinema where we gave away free movie tickets to everyone between 13 and 21 who wanted to come see the new Dungeons and Dragons movie.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so we had like 87 people who came to see the movie, which was really great. Because Eidsvoll is a really small place, and there's not a lot of geek stuff happening besides what the Eidsvoll Cosplay and Gaming Club organizes. So, yeah, that was really fun. And I really actually enjoyed the movie. It was better than I thought it was going to be. It had a lot of, like, great Easter eggs and, like, throwbacks to things and, like, little monsters that I recognized from the Monsters manual. Like, oh, that's like a rust fiend. And it was really entertaining. It's not going to win any awards, but it was a good movie.
Nice. That's awesome. I think it's really, really cool that you managed to do this in your local community. And I think it's awesome that you have the opportunity to actually do this for the youth, especially making it free, because that's going to make it easier for people to be included. And
well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
the reason why we made it free for like teens and young adults is because they usually don't have their own money, and if they do, it's not a lot. So there's usually like a hurdle that we got funds from Viken fylkeskommune to create events in Eidsvoll for that age group and make it like as affordable or inclusive as possible, you know, super low threshold to combat like the exclusion of people with poor like financial situations or other kinds of limitations. So it's really fun to be able to like do things I genuinely enjoy and combining it with doing something good for other people.
Yeah. Which also kind of makes us goes into the next point, which is that we want to just shout out Flisespikkeriet.
Yes.
They are a cosplay workshop in another. It's not in this area, but
In
it's
Bærum.
in Bærum, which is another area again. But they also do a lot of cool things for the youth and the cosplay nerds for their local community. And this summer they're gonna have like a lot of summer activities, and they're gonna have like soon release the tickets or the places for.
Yeah, you can apply for a spot sometimes during
summer
April.
school.
Yeah.
For their summer school, which is like 1 or 2 weeks, I think, of cosplay fixing, and you get help from the teachers that work there. And yeah, they're just a bunch of really, really talented, great, and awesome people who are involved in Flisespikkeriet.
So if you're a youth and you live in Bærum and you're interested in cosplay, keep your eyes on Flisespikkeriet/Helset. They have some really cool stuff for you, and most of it is for free. So take advantage of your local offerings.
Yeah.
Yes. The next thing up is Super Mario, the new movie released on the 5th of April. Have any of you guys seen it?
No.
Me neither.
Not yet.
I have considered it because I think the trailer looks fun. I don't expect it to be a very like serious and emotional movie, but I expect it to be like visually entertaining.
I think it's gonna be awesome. I've heard great things about it from people who have seen it, so I think it's worth a watch. Mayenia says that movie was so good. See?
Yeah. So we should see it.
Sometimes you just watch for fun.
Yeah. I mean, everything can't be, you know, like super heavy drama. No.
And Mario shouldn't be.
No. Can you imagine? That would be horrible.
Edgy Mario?
Yeah, like Schindler's List, but make it Super Mario? No, thank you.
Please. No.
That's what you came up with. That was good.
Oh, that was.
Don't do art of that. Whoever's out there, don't do that. Don't at me.
It's like, it's emo Mario.
Yes.
All right. Next point is The Little Mermaid is coming soon.
Yes, in
it's
May.
It's in the last like 26th of May. It's gonna be released, and I think it's gonna be cool. I really think that this movie is gonna be good. But people are a little bit like skeptical of all the new movies that the Disney is putting out, because they're making a new version of Peter Pan, live action, and they also just announced that they're gonna make a live action Moana. And a lot of people on the internet are fine with all the live action, but kinda now it feels like they're just kind of milking it for money, with no new ideas and just
it's
remaking
Disney.
old things. Yeah, and that's kind of
Also, they own everything now, so
they
Yeah,
do.
you can get away with that. People are gonna watch it. So.
yeah, they will because
They will.
everyone has a relationship to Disney. Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
The Little Mermaid was like my second favorite Disney movie when I grew up. The first one was Beauty and the Beast, obviously.
Ooh.
Sona's like, what? Disney wants to make money?
How
How
dare
dare
they?
they? No, but I'm looking forward
Yeah.
for the Little Mermaid,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah, me too. Let's make a date. Let's go see it together.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that. Well, no, we can't because you don't have a coupon. I'm just
Mm.
kidding.
Your time is precious. I need a coupon just to hang out with you. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Noted. But yeah, the next one. Also, there's a lot of movies today. The new Barbie movie is coming this summer. And the Barbie filter has been popping up all over Instagram, in case
Yeah.
you hadn't noticed. I think Juju made one for the Magicon llama.
Yes, I asked Juju yesterday. I was like, yeah, we need to make a Barbie for the llama.
I think it's in our stories now at Magicon Norway on Instagram, so you can
It
see
is,
our lovely mascot as in a Barbie.
I changed my background on my phone to the llama background.
Perfect.
And it just says, this Barbie is a magical llama.
Also, Sunniva's house is full of magical llamas too. They're everywhere.
Yeah. They are.
That's where we keep all of the stuffed toy llamas that Magicon has bought for promotional purposes. So there's like 20 llamas in her house.
At
It
least.
took me a while to figure out there was more than one, honestly. I just thought it was getting around. Oh my god, llama.
Oh
Got
no.
some travel points.
We just bursted your illusion.
Yeah, sorry.
Stunt doubles.
Yes, exactly. The next piece of news is that CosCast, which is a Norwegian convention in Rælingen, have released their tickets. And they're hosting their very first 2-day convention this year. And you can sign up for their cosplay competitions already. So if you're going to CosCast, why not do that? They have
It's in May.
Yes, they have several different categories. I think I have the page loaded in my browser. Let's see if we can't share that.
And they also have a vacation theme, so bring your vacation-styled cosplay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they have a regular cosplay competition, a performance competition, a catwalk, and an AMV FMV competition. So there's a lot to do, and I think the timeline for signing up is 10th of May, so you have some time to decide until then.
Nice. Oh, Mayenya is entering. Awesome.
Oh,
what are you
cool.
gonna wear, Mayenya? What are you gonna perform as? I wanna know.
I'm gonna guess it might be Love Live related.
Maybe. I've seen you working on a new skirt,
Yes,
so
I've been watching your stories.
you're right. It's Cyber Nico, and I'm singing. Ooh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Looking forward to seeing it if I get to go to CosCast. I don't know if I have the time or energy yet, but I'm gonna try to be there.
Nice. And dancing. That's gonna be cool.
You're just a one-woman show, basically.
Yes. Also, on the news is that Constellation expanded their tickets because they were sold out, and then the demand was higher, so they expanded their convention with 100 tickets. I still think you can get a ticket now. It looks like it.
There are 48 tickets left of the regular ones, and
that's it.
The art stands are no longer available. No. Yeah, so there's only 48 tickets left in total. It's pretty good.
It's awesome.
So they have their convention the weekend before Magicon.
Yes, in June. And
so there's gonna be like a packed program.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean
they followed me, and I really didn't jump on the art stand in time, but maybe next year I can.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I had an art stand last year at Constellation, but I didn't have the time to get one either this year. So.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, they have really good convention for art stands. Like they do have a focus on having a lot of art stands at their convention.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah. We also
Finally looking.
have in the news
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth available for PlayStation 5, and the story is a bit different this time around because they made the remake of Final Fantasy VII not that long ago, and it came out for PlayStation 4. And the story is a little bit different there. Like they've added a lot of stuff in the remake that's not in the original, and they haven't really. It's not the complete game. Like there's gonna be several parts of this game, and then they kind of made the Rebirth for PlayStation 5, which has a lot. So added some DLCs for some characters that's not in the first remake, and they have also changed some of the things in this version, which is not in the remake, which makes it an entire different game, which is kind of cool. And Sona Service says, we need more Final Fantasy cosplays.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm planning on doing one for ToruCon, and I'm like, do I have the time? But that's not Final Fantasy 7, that's Final Fantasy 9. But I've seen stories of people, and I've seen that there's gonna be a lot of Final Fantasy 7 cosplays coming.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've kind of always wanted to do Yuna from Final Fantasy X, but I'm
Yes.
very scared of that outfit for some reason. I'm terrified of making it, so not yet. But I did actually purchase a wig today for a future cosplay. So, because we've been talking about it, so I'm gonna try to like at least finish a casual version of Jester Lavore from Critical Role, the Mighty Nine campaign. So I'll be the little blue tiefling Jester Lavore.
Yay.
So perfect.
And I'm gonna join you as not the brave.
Yes. So, and the fun thing is, like, if we can't make like the proper costumes in time, I had the idea of doing Jester and Nott's detective agency cosplays because not the greatest detective agency.
I love it.
Okay, so Jenny is having an art booth at ToruCon. Very hyped for that. Awesome, congratulations. And then Pisapus is saying, where do you guys prefer to buy wigs?
It depends. The one I purchased now, I bought from coscraft.uk because they have a lot of colors to choose from, and you can buy wefts if you need to like add more thickness or a specific style to your wig. So you're sure to get all of the pieces in the same exact colors. But I do also buy wigs on eBay and AliExpress.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I haven't really bought any wigs in a while, but when I did buy a lot of wigs, I usually bought them from Arda, but that's many, 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 many moons ago.
Yeah.
Latest years, I've just reused whatever I have. I also got a wig for my Raiden Shogun. Yeah, my Raiden Shogun costume came in the mail the other day. I just need to do some
Alterations.
small alterations, and it will work. And the wig for that is from Doki Doki. Doki Doki. Doki Doki.
Very Norwegian. But yeah, but Doki Doki has some decent wigs for sure. And as Lisa says, wigisfashion.com have some pretty good wigs. They're very good with the natural looking ones. They have a lot of lace front options if you need your hairline to look realistic. Like if your character doesn't have bangs, you need a lace front wig, or else it's just gonna be like a hard line where your hair stops and it's not gonna look like hair at all. Yeah.
Jenny says they bought a wig from Silisi Kuni.
Oh, yeah.
She is a fantastic stylist. The commission turned out lovely.
Yeah.
And at a fair price. I'm not sure if Silisi Kuni still does commissions for wigs, but I know that Sofia Ries does.
Yes. So if you need someone to just style the wig for you, then that's a good option. Because let me tell you, wig styling and like wig customization is so hard. It is so difficult and it's so slow. It takes forever. So if I don't have to do it, I will gladly not. But I'm gonna try with Jester.
Yeah. the last news we have is that we are almost finished with Easter.
Yes.
And we have cosplayer Beth Connard, also known as Elizabeth Edding. She makes fantastic Easter eggs every year. I haven't seen the one that she's made this year, but we have like album of photos from nerdy Easter eggs that she's made
Yes.
over the years that we just wanted to show you.
Throw
She
them
has
up.
posted them in her highlights. So if you want to go and look at them at her Instagram, go do that. Look, that's an Easter egg.
Yes, that is an actual egg.
Yeah.
Dressed as Grogu.
Yes. What she does is that she buys like cheap, normal paper eggs that you get at stores like Nilla or whatever, and then she just nerdifies them with whatever materials she has, like clay, foam clay, lights. Yeah.
Oh, I think she made one from Ori and the Blind Forest. That is so
She
cute.
did. It is very sweet.
And a boo.
Yes. The boo is very cool.
This one is not very cute, but it is very cool. And a porg.
Yeah.
And we have Howl's Moving Castle. This is amazing. Like, the fact that that's an egg is crazy to me.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
We did a competition once, or challenge, from the CosCast account that we challenged our viewers to make their own eggs, but I was trying to find photos from that. I couldn't really find them. They are so far behind in my gallery. But I know like a lot of people posted a lot of cool eggs. Like I think it was Ihadra who made like a brain.
Yeah. I think she won that year.
I think so too.
So yeah, it's just so many cool eggs.
So go follow Beth Connard on Instagram to look at the all the awesome eggs. And cosplays, obviously, because she's a cosplay god.
I haven't done anything like Easter related, like cosplay or art this year, which is kind of sad. Because I usually like remember at the end of the holiday, like, oh damn, I should have made like a cool Christmas art thing or an Easter art thing, and I'm like, oh well, next year.
Yeah. No, I didn't do anything. Last year we did some drawings because we did have a Easter special stream.
That is true. That's the only reason why I did Easter art last year.
Oh, they're still talking about wigs in chat.
Yeah, I mean, Arda is really great. They have fantastic quality wigs, but the shipping and the import fees from the US is crazy.
Yes.
So you usually have to like order like one big shipment together with other people just to justify the price.
I've seen some people.
My mom.
Yes, let's do that. Do it. All right, we're back. Welcome. All right, so we're here with our lovely guest, RaptorJules, and we're about to start the interview section. The important part of the show.
It is the most important part.
Yes. Let's see. So I'm gonna put some of Jules's art up on screen so you all can see some of it and show you some nice pictures. Let's see. There we go. So this was for Mil-Liminal. Here's Jules, in case you didn't see her and notice her on the stream. You can find Jules on her socials at RaptorJules on Instagram, Twitter, and is it Tumblr?
Yeah.
Yeah. And at seeminglydarkcomic@gmail.com. Now you know. And yeah, Jules is an American artist, and do you prefer comic book writer or graphic novelist? I'm not sure.
I guess I never thought about it because I usually do webcomics, but sure, comic book author is fine.
Yeah. So these are some pages, I assume, some from one of your upcoming projects.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
This is from Mil-Liminal.
Yeah. And I just love these characters like Caro and is it Johnny? They're so cute.
Thank you. I'm a little hyperfixated on them right now because of, the upcoming release of this book. So
Yeah.
all of my art is them. Sorry, everyone who follows me.
So I figured, I'm not gonna spoil anything. We're just gonna jump into the questions and let you talk about your projects and yourself.
Okay.
Because you're gonna do a better job of it than me.
And also Snake. Sorry.
Oh, that's the spouse.
Oh, Snake Pixel, my favorite part, they say.
Well, obviously,
it is your spouse.
It should be.
It should be.
Also, hi, Simon.
Hi, Simon. We all see you. Your wigs.
All right. So let's just jump into the interview part then. For those of you who don't know you, or for those that don't know you yet, who are you and what do you do?
I am Julie Royce Anderson. I'm an American living in Norway, and I am a webcomic artist for going a little over 5 years now. That's pretty much what I do. I have 2 comics. One of them, actually, I'm celebrating the 5-year anniversary of my main webcomic, Seemingly Dark, right when Magicon starts. So that's
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah.
To actually done a project for 5 years because, ADHD. So yeah, you can read both my projects on Tapas and Webtoon. Seemingly Dark, if you read it on Tapas, it's better for me. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I moved to Norway and became a comic artist.
That sounds like the American dream.
America.
But and Haymick says, yes, Jules' art are Jules' comics and art are amazing.
Yes.
Sorry, my brain kind of switches words sometimes when I read them.
But agreed, they are really amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, we want to get to know you a little bit better, because we do know that you make comic books and that you are a comic artist now, but what kind of geeky things do you like? Like, what kind of nerd are you?
It's funny, because I'm married to a game developer, but I don't actually play a lot of video games unless they're really old. I love me some Tetris. I'm sorry.
Oh, me too! It's my favorite game of all time!
Cinema is like a Tetris savant, I'm telling you.
Yes.
We battle Tetris like all the time, like the one where you can like fight each other in Tetris, and then there's this really like horrible like Disney one that we do where we battle Tetris, and I'm great at that one. But yeah, like
Ah.
I just
I feel like you guys need to battle each other at Magicon. We need to
Yes.
set up some time so you can Tetris battle each other.
Can we please do that? I so want to. I'm so
let's do it.
hyped. I
I
need to
have
start
some
practicing.
great emulators. We can we'll bring I'll bring some controllers.
Yes.
We'll make
I'm
it.
I'm in. I'm in.
I
for
will
sure.
film it. I will document the happening.
I'll probably get destroyed because I'm terrible at video games. Unless it's like an old school fighting game. I'm really good at like Darkstalkers and like Street Fighter 3. But
I love Darkstalkers. Ugh, and Street Fighter.
right now you've got the Felicia vibes. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of do. If she wasn't so scantily clad, I would definitely cosplay as Felicia, but she doesn't wear clothes really.
Just I mean that doesn't mean you can't make her wear clothes. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true. I could do a casual version maybe.
yeah, I think that could be fun. All those characters are like that. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna say I don't appreciate it because I do. But
No, for sure.
yeah, so I play old school games. Again, I'm probably a little older than a lot of reviewers, but that's okay. I love cartoons. That's probably where my nerd comes in. I love uh Gravity Falls, Owl House, all of that stuff. So
Aw, a lot of our like cosplay friends and like viewers love Owl House and Gravity Falls too. So you are not alone. I have seen a lot of Gravity Falls cosplays throughout the years in the Norwegian cosplay community.
Seems Owl
I
House is
always
now
wear a
having
different
their
hat at things and conventions.
Owl House is on a really hype for Norwegian cosplayers right now. There were so many of them at KawaiiCon, and I've seen a lot of people planning on doing Owl House costumes in the future as well. So
Yeah, it's a good show. I have not watched the finale yet, no spoilers, but I'm kind of scared too because I don't want it to end.
Mm. Yeah, that's the sad part. It's ending. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any, not a single episode of Owl House yet. So I have no idea what the hype is about. But I've been like, I should see it. It looks fun. I like cartoons. Why haven't I seen it?
Jenny says,
It takes me
Disney
a while
Plus,
to get into
please
stuff.
release the Owl House on your platform quicker, please.
You would think they would release their own show.
Yeah, yeah, you'd think.
Yeah, focus on that and not the real action movies.
Yeah. Mick has a question. Do you have your comics scripted out to the end, or do you get to adjust and change the storyline as you create?
Oh dear. No, I never script.
You know what? Helly Peach
I
doesn't do that either.
Yeah, I just jump in. I have an idea of where I'm going with things, but my comics from beginning to end are vastly different than what I thought they were going to be. So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
scripting is
Yeah.
great for people it works for. For me, it does not. So I do not even thumbnail. I just draw it page by page as we go, and you get what you get.
Wow.
That's fun. That's cool, though.
Yeah. It's actually really impressive, to be honest.
It does allow for a lot of change. Like,
Hmm.
some of the characters weren't even in that comic to begin with, like in Seemingly Dark, and I just was like, this will be funny. I'll put this character in here, and ooh, here we are.
But actually, I used to listen to like fantasy author podcasts a few years back, and a lot of them too also just write at the seat of their pants, kind of like they just make it up as they go, and then the characters just decide to do things that they were not intentionally planning for them to do. They're like, no,
Yes.
I've decided I'm going to be this way or do this thing, and you, the author, have no say. Yeah.
But it's
my
kind of
comic is
fun.
just a giant RP in my head, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna say that it sounds like when you meet an NPC, when you play tabletop like RPGs, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and then the players just decide that this NPC is suddenly gonna marry one of the main characters, you know, and then the game master is like, "All right, I'll just invent the personality for this dude then."
Yeah, it's like toss all my notes out the window.
Yes, but it makes it more
Actually,
fun and
exactly.
yeah.
I had an NPC in Seemingly Dark that was just a barista in one scene, and then I wanted to make some characters kiss, and I was like, I'm just gonna go get this guy that appeared one time, bring him over here. Now he has his entire own comic. That's Johnny from Mil-Liminal. So
That's awesome. That's
Bless.
fun.
He's a cutie.
how we roll.
Mick says that's amazing.
Yes.
And Jenny feels, yeah, she scripts her animations, then derail with about 68% for the final project.
Yep. Like, it's, you know,
Creative
plans.
process.
Yeah, I think if you stick to a really script, like some people it works for, but if you stick to something very stiffly, your story is going to be stiff. You got to leave yourself room to branch out and change things if something works better than what you had originally anticipated.
Absolutely. I think that's why a lot of like authors and artists like to send things out to like beta readers or like friends that who they like, I trust your judgment. What do you think of this?
Yeah. For sure, I do that.
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I'm not published or anything, but I do send out stuff sometimes. Like, what do you think about this one? Is it good? Or does it suck? Okay, thanks.
I have one person that I send everything to, and then if they like it, then I'm like, okay, and then I give it to my Patreon Discord, and then if they like it, then I release it.
That sounds like a really good system. All right, let's see. Yeah.
Next question we have for you, we kind of have already answered, which is like, why did you move to Norway and how long have you been here? But if you have anything more you want to add around that, then you're welcome to do so.
I obviously moved to Norway because I married some dude.
Obviously.
That's why we all moved to Norway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much a tale as old as time here. Why did you go anywhere? Well, there was a dude, you see. And let's see. So I've been here since 2020, January 2020. So, what is that? 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years.
Oh,
That's
wow.
pretty,
Yeah, it is.
Also, thank you for the sub, Luna Pie Cosplay. You are in the running for a tray of Ronin. You are the first one tonight, so you have a really good shot at winning.
You do.
That's exciting. Oh wait, I could probably sub.
You could.
You
could potentially win a free tray of Ronin. That would actually be really funny if you did. To be
It would
honest.
be really funny. I don't know how to sub.
Let's see if you manage to figure it out, or you could get Simon to do it for you, so you don't have to sit and like look for stuff.
Yeah. Also, Snake Pixel says, first time I've heard of it when he told about, the dude and the thing.
That I married you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't know.
But you did, before we started the stream, you also told us this really fun anecdote about how the Norwegian government forgot about you for 3 years.
Oh yeah, I did tell you that. Yeah, okay. So I moved here in January. Simon and I tied the knot at the little Ruse, is that how you say that? In February. And that was fun actually because they did not speak English, and she was really excited about marrying her first immigrant couple. So she printed it out in the English and read it without knowing what any of it said. It was very funny. I loved it. But love you, Norway. You're great. Anyway,
we try. We really try.
I was so happy about it though. It was really exciting. We got married, and a week later the country closed for the pandemic. And literally the day before I had sent off my immigration application, and so obviously the police and the immigration office were closed. So I panicked because I'm like, do I have to go back to America? So I emailed them and I was like, what do you want me to do? And they were like, oh, it's fine, just stay put. It's fine that you don't exist. Okay. So I have no person number. I am no one in anyone's system. I have a medical crisis. I have to go to the hospital, and they're like, we don't know who you are, but we're going to treat you. Thank you, Norway. So, Norway saved my life. With who I was. I never got any of my information for joining classes or anything because the police were closed. And then one day I get a message, and she's it's from somebody at the embassy, and she's like, "Can you send me this piece of paperwork? Good luck." And I was like, "Good luck? What does that mean?" So I sent her whatever paperwork she wanted, and then I got approved for my immigration. But this was like two and
Yay!
a half years later. And then, or it was 2 years later, and then another year passes, and I finally have a person number. So I finally exist in Norway.
Yay!
You are finally a person. Congratulations.
Yes, you exist. You are not a ghost.
I'm not poor doctors looking in their thing and going, "What did you say your name was? How do
Jenny says,
Right.
congrats on existing.
Thank you. Thank you. My doctor, I had to go to a specialist, of course, so he would write everything like handwritten and mail it to me. Like
Oh,
in the mail. It was cute.
Very precious.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nice though that you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also want to know what kind of art background you have. Do you have like degrees in art, or are you self-taught?
Yes, I have no degrees. I've been drawing all my life. I was going to go to art school. Got like a scholarship for that, but I had a previous marriage when I was 18, and he was like, "No." So I didn't go. Yeah, I know. It's the whole thing. I didn't go. And then I just did I managed Marriott hotels for the next 20 years. And then I quit that, moved to Norway, and started working more on my art consistently. So I have drawn my whole life, but I've only been like doing comic and drawing consistently for about 6 years.
Wow.
Oh,
So you can do anything, kids.
Yeah, you
But
can. That's
so
really
how did you-
inspirational.
it is. How did you become so good?
Yeah.
Did you watch
Literally,
like?
8 hours a day just drawing? Like I give a lot of credit to Simon because I would it's because of him and his games and stuff that he's made that gives me the time that I'm able to actually like chase my dreams too.
Aw.
So
Awesome.
That is so sweet.
sweet. Yeah, get yourself a supportive spouse.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, 'cause it's kind of when me and Ola got together way back when, forever ago, I was gonna go to art school, but then I was like, I don't really want to leave him behind because I love him so much. But he was like, no, fuck no, you're going to art school. Fuck you, you're not staying here for me. So he moved with me across the country instead.
That's so cool though. I
Yeah.
love that.
He's a
Like
real
I
sweetheart.
helped yeah, like when we met years ago, Simon and I have known each other for 15 years, I think, or 16 years. But when he was working on Owlboy for all those years, I supported him. Like he came and stayed with me. The guys would come. Like I got hotel discounts, which is why I stayed in the hotel, so we were
Aw.
able to tour. And the deal always was, oh, when you make it big, then I get to chase my dream. And it's one of those things you just say. I didn't
Yeah.
think he was actually like, it
Meaning it.
wasn't, yeah. So it's actually really cool that he's like, nope, nope, now it's your turn. So I love that. That's great.
Aw,
That is
that's very sweet.
amazing. Simon, you're wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
Sending all the hearts.
Yeah.
He sent a little smiley. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
it too. Aw.
But how did you come up with your drawing style? What do you focus on when you draw?
Um, I don't even know how to explain that really. I always wanted like when I grew up, I read a lot of like the old X-Men and like Image Comics, which was like a comic called Gen 13, and I'm trying to think of what else they had, but it was a weird era in the early 90s, and so I really loved that art style. A lot of it, I think, was J. Scott Campbell and different artists like that. And then I was obsessed with Jamie Hewlett, who does the Tank Girl comics.
I love Tank Girl.
Yes.
His original Tank Girl comics that isn't the Gorillas style is what I was like obsessed with. It's like my favorite. So I think that's probably where my influences come from. But I just see things I like and then try to sort of integrate it into my art, and then it turns into your own thing after a while,
Yeah.
I think.
Once you've internalized it for a couple of years, you know.
Yeah,
but,
once you've been drawing the same character for
but I have to like say, while we're in on it, like I love your art style so much, and like I think like the way you draw characters, like proportions and like body inclusivity and all of that stuff, I just love it. But Also, your use of color and light to me is amazing. Like, I don't understand how you do it. I really don't. So I'm just like, every time you post something new where you've like tested something new, I'm like, oh my God, how did you do that? That looks so cool.
I really need to do more live streams because I'm actually like totally cool with showing people what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. So, you're gonna see it and do it in a different way and it's gonna be your own thing. It's just that I'm like scared. I'm gonna die, but I really
But it
should
is
do that.
scary. I have art friends too who are terrified of streaming because like the creation process is so personal, and
It is.
they're and they're not comfortable being on stream with their voice or their face. So it can be a really like difficult decision to make to actually stream.
Drawing on live is scary for me because I don't have schooling and I have like extreme imposter syndrome. And even though I know I'm a good artist and I know I'm pretty good at what I do, you still are like somebody's gonna watch this and be like, you're doing it wrong because you
Mm.
don't have school. Even though that's not true, like my brain tells me that. So most of my streams are actually just me talking and like telling spooky ghost stories and stuff because I'm fine with talking. I like
I
to talk.
love that. Oh, did you know, by the way, Sunniva used to be a ghost hunter?
Yes, I
What?
used to hunt ghosts.
Yeah, for
Not
real.
not for a living or anything like that, no. But I used to go to a lot of like haunted locations and look for ghosts. It's
Yeah.
very
That's
fun.
what my comics are about. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I'm trying to like
So
I
Sunniva had like a lot of like the electromagnetic field detector thingies and like sound spirit boxes and all that stuff.
that's so,
Yes.
so are you a believer? Are you
I don't know. I don't know.
I
Like,
mean, either.
She just wants
I don't
to
know.
wants to like investigate. It's
yeah,
interesting. It's
it's very interesting.
I
I've
do.
always been extremely scared of anything paranormal. So, kind of me then going out and looking for it made me not as scared anymore. So for me, it was kind of a little bit like therapy.
mm,
That's cool. And it's a little bit of the basis of like the character in my comic that is a seer and sees things, makes an
mm.
entire podcast and a show around it to make it more fantasy so they can deal with it.
Yeah,
Ah.
wow. It's about me. I'm just kidding.
It's
Yeah.
about you. That's so
You're even blonde, so it could be. It could be you.
Next cosplay project.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, definitely. You should definitely do Caro. Maybe like prom version Caro.
Oh yeah, that would work. That would actually work.
Yeah, you
I
would be
actually have
super cute.
Aw, aw,
And the shirt
so
says
cute.
menace, and you are
Oh yeah.
definitely a
Ah,
menace.
that sounds like
Well,
my
I don't know if
spirit.
you are, but I'm gonna go with it.
She can be.
Sounds like my spirit animal for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, but like the what Anita said about like how you do shading and lights and stuff, is that anything that you focus specially on, or?
I focused shading. I don't know how to shade. So, okay, I guess well, I started out as a Copic artist, so I drew with markers and I didn't know how to blend. So everything was like a cell shading. So I carried that over to my digital art.
Hmm.
I learned to do digital art by tracing my old marker art. And then as far as colors go, I just created like several color palettes that I really like, and I use the same color palette for everything, but I'll throw like 50 overlays on top of something to give it like lighting effects and stuff, but it's all maybe I'm looking at a TikTok where it's like try this or Pinterest or something where I'm trying out new things to see how it works. Personally, I think my line art is the best. I like that, but I really try to be more of a colorist because my main comic, the one that I'm like more popular for, is a two color comic because I didn't know how to color, but I was like I'm gonna make a comic anyway, and so I'm trying to learn how to color now because I want to be like, look, I can do it now.
That's the one called Seemingly Dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seemingly Dark is three colors. Sorry, it's a limited palette, and that is only because I actually didn't know what I was doing.
Aw.
But it works out. Like it ended up working out in the end. People really like it for that. But Mil-Liminal is full color because I wanted to see what I could really do.
Ooh, interesting.
Really cool. Um, Mick says, love all your color palettes so much. And Jenny says that they would attend your live streams if you decided to do art streams.
I might. I have a Twitch channel. Maybe I'll use it. It's RaptorJules.
Yeah.
Just
Go
that
follow
and
RaptorJules
Yes.
on Twitch.
Go do
Not right
it.
now, but after
Yeah,
the stream.
yeah. Don't leave this stream.
everything.
But when did you know that you wanted to become a comic book artist?
Oh, when I was 9. I've always wanted to make comics. My dad was very encouraging of that. He would buy me comics, but like old man comics. Or he would take me on like adventures. Like we would drive all over New Mexico looking for like one issue of Tank Girl,
Oh.
which was really hard to find because the movie had come out at that point, and it was filmed outside of my hometown. So like there was no Tank Girl comics anywhere. So he would try to help me find them throughout New Mexico and Arizona and everything. So he was really encouraging of that, but I never really pursued it until I got older. I have had the same characters since I was like 15 though. So most of the characters in Seemingly Dark are like they've just come with me on this journey in my head. So
That is
That's
so
so
cool.
sweet.
Your dad
Yeah.
sounds like a really sweet guy.
yeah, he was a really supportive guy. I actually launched my first comic on Father's Day in America the year after he passed away, like in
Aw.
honor of him. And there's a couple of the scenes every anniversary I sneak him into the comic. So in Seemingly Dark, you will see a few cameos of my dad over the years in there.
I love that so much. That's so cute.
Like you have this red thread through it all that only you know. That's awesome. And now we know.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah.
That's the Easter egg.
I'm gonna have to look for it when I read it.
I think one of them I actually do say at the bottom, like what it is, because it is when there's an episode where the characters call him by name and he helps them out with something really fast. But he's just usually a patron in the coffee shop. So
That's so cool. I love it. And
Yeah, he
Mick
lives-
says that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It is very sweet, indeed.
Yeah. I used to love comic books as a kid, but I never really got into like making them myself. I think Sunniva's
did.
actually made more comics than I have.
I've made several comics, but not now because I'm not a good drawer. But in kindergarten, I made a comic book about dinosaurs.
Ooh,
That was playing
like
hide
we're
and
gonna be
seek.
very good friends.
I just thought it was fitting to tell that now because your name is RaptorJules.
Yeah, I love that so much. You don't have to be a good artist to make comics, though. I just want to tell people that. Go look at the first chapters of Seemingly Dark. It's bad. Who cares? You'll learn by doing it. It's fine.
Yes.
Like,
But
I've always thought about going back and fixing the art, but then I'm like, you know what? People can see this and be like, this is terrible, but the story is okay. All right. Oh, now it gets better. Good. I could do this.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
like
actually-
show them your journey.
I actually have made like one-page comics about my about the producer.
Because they're a couple, in case you
Yes,
didn't know.
yes. So like I made several comics about him like being strict and like businessy, but then he turns out to just be like this curly goofball. He's like, I hate dogs. They smell. They stink. Ew. They poop on the carpet. Ew. And then after a dog moves in, he just loves the dog.
That is fantastic, though. I love that. And your art is not bad.
No, it's not. It's very cute.
Yeah.
So that's my participation for comic book world.
Yeah. No, I think the most important thing is that you have something to say or a story to tell. Really.
Sona says,
Yeah,
fake
people
news, lies.
I've read a lot of comics where the art was really pretty, but like I couldn't get into it because the story was like to me, I don't care what the art looks like. Like just you got a story to tell it in stick figures.
Yeah. Oh, I love stick figures. I can do that. But you are going to be a guest at Magicon. So what will you be doing at Magicon? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I think so. So I know, well, of course, I'm gonna have an art stand. That was the original. Like I said, hey, you should let me have an art stand. I'm gonna be launching a book soon, and then I got contacted. And so what is happening at Magicon is that I am going to bring my book. That it is self-published. I'm gonna tell you that ahead of time. I do have a real editor though, so there's not that many mistakes. Um, but I will be releasing book one of Mil-Liminal at Magicon, however you say it. I'll learn. And I'm really excited because it's going to be like 90 pages, like a full ass graphic novel, full color. Like I'm really excited about it.
I'm
And
getting
I'm going to be doing
chills.
a book signing, I think. We haven't nailed down all the details, but from
Mm.
what I understand, I'm going to be doing a book signing and then some kind of panel thing where they asked me what I wanted to do, and I told them I will do what my character does and tell spooky stories and let people
Ooh.
tell their spooky stories to me. So my panel will be okay, so the comic is about a podcast called Mil-Liminal, where the character tells stories about their night shift on work, except it's really a love story. But I'm gonna do the podcast live, so it would be I gotta figure that out.
I love
Awesome.
it.
You have a
That
lot
sounds
of
so cool.
ideas. Yeah, I would so totally go watch this.
Yeah, if we weren't working,
Hey. Or
if we
somebody watch my art stand or something. I don't know.
We'll
I'm
figure things
scared,
out.
yeah.
but I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it was so cool to see you there. It sounds really awesome, and I'm really excited about the story. It sounds like it's right up my alley. So,
Yeah.
um,
I think you would enjoy it a lot, Sunniva. I really do.
mhm. Spooky stories.
Yeah,
That
spooky
sounds
stories.
awesome, Vic says. So you kind of just gave us a little bit of a teaser of what your book's gonna be about.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
just show the cover, the teaser cover for Mil-Liminal on screen. This is
Yeah.
Caro and Johnny.
Yeah, it is a love story.
Yeah.
People like love stories between these two characters.
Aw,
So, but with ghosts.
Yeah. And one of
lovely.
them is just a barista and the other one is a superstar ghost hunter.
Yeah, one of them's just some guy, NPC character who became
Aw.
one of them is a superstar, internet influencer, like millions of followers, and yeah, so they have to navigate that while also navigating that Caro is very often haunted. Actually, even though their show is played as fiction, they are actually a real seer who sees and speaks to and communicates with things. So.
Poop Boy says hype.
hmm I'm hyped too. Like I'm buying it when you publish it. I'm getting that book and you are signing it.
Same, same, same.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Mhm.
I hope you will like it.
I'm sure we will. I'm pretty sure we will.
But what is important for you to communicate when you write the story?
Emotions, I think. I like most of my stories are about becoming comfortable with yourself, found family, being who you are as a person, or going on that journey, like coming of age, but adults. Like whatever that is for us as adults, when we come to age and find ourselves, and we are like, oh, okay, I'm okay, who I am and where I am. That's
Hmm.
a lot of my characters do have trauma because, trauma, but some of them are just normal people who just can't find their place. And so Seemingly Dark is all about normal people who can't find their place, who find it because some traumatized kid just shows up. And Mil-Liminal is about finding your place in your partner's life
Hmm.
and making things work in that, it being so different.
Yeah. I really like that because I don't think you ever stop coming of age. Because
No.
No,
you
I
enter
always,
different ages or stages of your life and you're always going to have to like change or grow as a person and find your place. So, but a lot of people don't talk about it for adults. They talk about it for like young people, like teens and young adults. But us old people are still going through that too.
Yes, you never stop, luckily, to evolve yourself.
no, and you should. And like, I'm somebody who discovered a lot of things about myself, or rather embraced them quite late in life. Especially like, pretty much starting my life over and moving to another country.
Mm.
Uh, and I think that adults are scared a lot of times, and we don't know that it's okay to like mess up or start over or reset. Like, and I think I've reset my life so many times. And
Yeah.
it's great.
But it
You're
takes some
20.
real courage to just like move up and change everything in your life. So you're a really brave person, for
And this is
sure.
like
Mix
my third time doing it. So
Mix says, love seeing adults still figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Basically, our
Relate.
parents lied to us. You never really become an adult. Everybody's faking it.
I think for their generation, it was different. Like you had to kind of be an adult. And for us now, the coming of age is like your 20s. And then your 30s is like when you're like, all right, I got it. Okay. And then your 40s, which I just entered, and this is going to be great. I know who I
Awesome.
am now. Let's go.
Jenny
Ready.
want to know, do you work with a publisher?
I do not. I am self-published. I do, however, have contracts with Tapas for my comics, which I guess is a web comic publisher. So I guess for non-physical comics, yes, I do work with a publisher, but not for physical.
But you have an editor. Like, did you hire this editor yourself, or like, is it? How does that work?
Okay. So I used to have an Etsy store, right? And I sold mermaid prints, and this
Aw.
person bought a mermaid print for me, who happens to be an editor. And
Oh.
and they looked and they read my comics because I had just launched Seemingly Dark, and we became friends via Tumblr of all places. And they worked as an editor for a while, and then now they're a librarian, but they have the background for it. So I do not pay them. I pay them in free comics and stickers, and unconditional love. And they edit everything I do. So if there was a mistake somewhere, Kirsty, it's on you. No, I'm just kidding. But,
You
We
heard
know
it
who
here.
you are.
I save them in IKEA gift cards sometimes and things like that. But yeah,
Aw.
they're a person who is an editor for a profession, but also what I would consider one of my best friends.
Yeah.
So
That's so nice.
Awesome.
It just goes to show you never know.
you make connections. You never
Yeah.
know who you're gonna run into. Because I mean, like Simon makes all my logos. Some random Etsy buyer edits all my comics. Like
Mhm.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Norway is a small country too, so you know.
You can make friends with everyone here.
Yeah.
hmm Do you have any tips on how to go about publishing a comic book?
Again, probably for webcomics more. I can tell you that in Norway, I'm having it printed by Lasertrick because they're awesome. But if that helps, if the book is smaller than 80 pages, do it as a booklet. That's cheaper if you decide to self-publish. And that would look like this, which is my smaller zine that I came out with. And they do a really great job. As far as webcomics go, honestly, just do it. And if you're doing it on Webtoon or Tapas, don't be afraid to tag them. That's how you get seen. And if don't be afraid to tag everyone. Always use tags, tag people. At Tapas Community and at Webtoon Canvas, like the more you do that, the more they will see you, and the more they're likely to reach out and be like, "Hey, do you want to like pair up with us to do something? I'll get you more tips and stuff on this." I don't make a living income on it, but I make pretty decent tips off of Tapas, and it's because I drive them crazy until they're like, "Okay, all right, we read your comic. Let's do early access or something." You have to, the squeaky wheel. And I think that's the case. Like if you want your book to be published by a publisher, you got to email them 1,000 times. You got
Yeah.
to make the phone calls, and it's really scary and it's really hard, and that's why I'm self-publishing. But uh it's you really have to be loud to be seen,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
For sure.
But these
And
days with social media, it's a lot easier because you can just tag everybody, come look at this thing, you know.
yeah, you don't have to mail it out to 1,000 people just to have like one or two people reach out to you. You can just tag people. It's much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And
they do reach out. People answer because I've done things like even when I first moved to Norway, like it was during the pandemic, but I put a story that was like, I want to do conventions here when that's a thing again. And at least 3 Norwegian conventions were like, hey, including this one, because I actually think I added like I tagged you guys, and they were like, "Oh, we would love for you to join." And I was like, "Ah, see, like you just have to annoy people
Yeah,
until they
just have to
they
ask.
get."
But I mean, sometimes that's also what happens with, cosplayers who do panels at conventions. It's not necessarily because they got asked in the first place, but because they sent an email and said, hey, I would love to do a panel at your convention. Can I? And then you
If
get a
you're
yes or a no.
Yeah, don't wait around for people to ask you because like there's a whole sea of people out there. You have to like reach out and give them a reason why.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's Tempest literally I think reached out to me because I participated in one of their little events. Like they all these websites do fun events. Participate in them, tag them, have fun. Like and if you can't get published by a publisher, that's okay. You just have it printed and sell it at the
Yeah.
convention. Like nobody knew who I was at this last convention I went to, and I still did pretty well, like
Yeah.
selling my little zines. You know,
Yeah, because people appreciate good art and cool comics.
seeing visual things helps a lot, I
Yeah,
think.
for sure. Okay. But that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna self-publish, all you need is to find a printer, someone who will
Yeah,
print stuff on pay, print on demand.
yeah, and they're like I said, the people I use are great. They print it in like 3 days.
Mm.
And the price is actually really good too. Like it's I was worried about that because I don't know the ins and out of Norway. Like I could do this in America easily, but
Mm.
in Norway I don't know nothing. So I just had to reach out and I had a friend in Denmark that self-published, told me who she used, and then I looked it up and was like, "Wait, that company is Scandinavian. They're here too." So then I was able to use them to
Nice.
ask questions.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, the thing with like self-publishing and getting published, Helly Peach talked about it a little bit last time. And she said that like if you're gonna get published by a publishing house, you need to have like a finished script, at least like a first draft to show them that I can actually complete stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas
And I can't-
self-publishing, you just do it on your time.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, and that's what I would be afraid of is that if I sent a script and then I just totally wrote a completely different comic, like now that I would publish, but if I did, because I have a contract with Tapas, I would talk to them and let them do the hard work for me. Because that is part of the contract. At least for Seemingly Dark, they don't have that with Mil-Liminal. But if I did, that would be the way that I would do that. Is just let them do the work. And that's again, if you're going to publish a comic, doing it with the apps is a great way to get seen and get help doing those things because you can just. If I wanted to, I could be like, hey, could you pitch this to the WB and let's make like an edgy Buffy the Vampire Slayer type show? Because that's the only way that my comics would work.
Yeah.
And they would do it for me. But if you're doing it by yourself, like you just need to tag people and get seen the best ways possible.
Mm-hmm. Also, Frost Gem, one of my friends, is in the chat. She says hi, and then she says, "Red, blue, and yellow. Is this a superhero team?"
Might be.
Yes, we're the new Powerpuff Girls or something.
Exactly pink, but you can't tell in this.
Yeah. No, but my hair is more purple actually, but it looks really blue.
It does. It's pretty though. I like it.
Yeah. It's prettier in the front than in the back because the color didn't quite take, but
that is always the way. Like mine, yeah, and it's faded out pretty badly. We're not going to talk about this horrible hair. It'll be pretty by the time we do this convention.
We've all had bad haircuts that we've regretted in the past.
There's a communication barrier for me sometimes, so.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom sent me to the hairdresser by myself, and I wanted like a short haircut, kind of like what you got now. Like I wanted like a really like poofy bang and really short in the back. And I don't know what happened, but that was not what the hairdresser gave me. She gave me a bowl cut, like full on. And I was so mad when I got home. I cried. Like, I hate it. It looks awful. This is not what I wanted.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Mine isn't that bad, I don't think. It's just that I usually have a really pretty floppy mullet, and she cut my mullet off.
Aw.
Aw. You can grow it
Pretty
out.
and mullet in the same sentence there.
Bad hairdresser.
Frostgem is saying Anita the monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Well, at least I wasn't bald on top.
Yeah.
That would have been a look.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about like self-publishing and stuff, and we also want to know what is important for you to communicate when you write the story.
Didn't you ask this?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
Emotions.
did.
I know. I
Yeah.
was like, sorry.
No,
I just-
I think the one you haven't asked is if anyone has any tips for artists who want to improve their skills.
Yes, that's where we are. I jumped over one.
yeah.
That's the one I jumped over. Of course. Sorry. So yeah. Well, do you have any
It's the
tips?
tip that everyone hates, but you just gotta keep drawing.
Oh, damn it.
And you gotta try new things. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone. I hate drawing backgrounds, but you know what? I try doing it sometimes.
Oh, me too. I hate drawing backgrounds. It's the worst. I just want to draw people.
I hate it, but you know what? Break out of your comfort zone. I'm challenging you once a month to do something you wouldn't normally
Yeah.
do, whether it be a color palette or a background or something, because I drew chibis once. That was fun. It's just you have to, if you do it the same way all the time, you're gonna get really stale. So
Yeah.
you need to practice all the time and try new things.
That's a
And
very
don't
good
be hard on yourself. Don't. This is my number one tip to all artists ever. When you show somebody your artwork, don't say, "Here's this thing I did, but don't look at the eyes because I messed them up." Don't say that. Normal person looking at your art does not know you messed up the eyes. Okay, like just be like, "Look at this," and then get their reaction. But
I made it.
Don't point out. Yeah, don't point out your errors to other people. They 90% of the time either aren't going to notice or aren't going to say anything. So don't worry about it. Just
Yeah.
fix it next time.
Just be,
Yeah, it's
try
the
to
same
be
thing.
proud.
It's the same thing when you go in with your costumes. If you're going to a judges panel before a competition too, don't ever point out your mistakes, because chances are the judges either they saw it by themselves, but they are more interested in knowing what you actually did good.
Yeah, don't point out the negatives. If you have to say something, be like, "Hey, look how good I drew this nose." Deflect. But don't
Exactly.
say negative things about your artwork, and don't do that thing where you're like, "I hate my artwork. I can't look at it." Okay, you'll be
Yeah.
able to look at it in 10 years.
Well, Jenny says, I love drawing backgrounds. Heart, heart, heart. Jem says, I wish I loved drawing backgrounds. And Fookboy says, I wish backgrounds dressed themselves.
Yeah.
drew themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did an experiment like last week where like, okay, I have to draw just a background, furniture, no people. So I still haven't finished it just because I got so fucking bored. But yeah, this is what it is so far. So it's just a little witch's cabin.
It looks amazing, though. I think it looks really good. I'm gonna give you a comic tip for life.
Yeah.
All of you right now that make comics. Hold on, I'm trying to find a file on my. Also, I make everything in Procreate in case anybody wants.
Yeah. I love Procreate. It's the best.
I draw all backgrounds once.
Oh.
One time. And then I copy and paste the piece of it that I need. So I have a whole file that's nothing but like every room that they're ever going to participate in, and then some trees, because a lot of my comic takes place in the forest. And then I just copy paste it and like resize it, and nobody notices. And then you don't have to do all the work. You just throw it back there and draw the characters.
Nice.
It's a pain to do it the one time, but just keep it. Make it so that it has a transparent background. Don't color it. And then you can just change the colors for whatever you're using it for.
I will remember that.
Fookboy says life hack.
Yeah. Genius. Work smarter, not harder, says Jem.
Yeah. And Cryo-Canine says, oh man, this. Had a few incidents involving this when judging at TGS at the gathering. I was like, no, don't say that. We might not have noticed if you didn't say that.
Notice things, even if they're an artist too. They don't know what you were intending to do. Maybe I wanted that stitch to be crooked.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Tusleplop says, I wish I could make backgrounds as easy as I could make ambient music. Tushle is my brother, by the way. He plays guitar.
This is a family show.
Yeah, apparently. He lives with Jem. They're a couple.
Oh wow, this is a family show.
Yeah.
I said.
Family-friendly Minecraft server.
Funny.
Exactly. Is this PG-13 though? No, usually not. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, kinda.
I wasn't sure, so I've been like watching my language.
No, I mean we allow swearing and stuff, but we don't go hardcore or anything, but we do play like PG-18 games sometimes and like talk about lewd stuff. We just, we try to keep the taste level decent at least.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got it.
But energy drinks are 14 plus, right?
Oh yeah, usually I suppose.
You usually don't have a credit card attached to Twitch.
No,
if
that's
you're...
true. Very
Yeah.
true. Also, remember to sub. We don't have a lot of subs yet, so if you sub, you could win a Ronin
We have
energy drink
one.
tray. Yeah.
One sub right here.
Yeah.
Luna Pie.
She's running for the win.
Yes, she is.
It's okay. Energy drinks make me energetic, which is not always a good thing.
Energy drinks keep me from going dead inside.
Mm.
I see. So,
I used to go out of my job, and then my boss would walk over and go, "No."
Frostgem is saying Luna is gonna win. Oh, it all right. Rigged. And Luna's like, yeah, super rigged. Sona is tempted on slamming the big button again. Like last time, I think it subbed 10 times at the end of the show. So it was like, give sub. I was like, whoa. Oh my.
Jenny says, if I win all the energy drinks, will go to my boyfriend, and I'm trying to stop him from consuming as much. Good motivation to not participate then, I suppose.
If anyone has any more questions they want to know about Jules or Jules's art style, please ask them in the chat now. Because you do have the chance to do it now. And we're going to move on to the last question that we have on our planned manuscript for tonight. And this is a question that we're going to ask everyone that joins our stream. Okay. So we want to know. This question is by Sopicina or Happy Lavender here on Twitch. So we want to know, who was your first fictional crush?
Specifically, it has to be specific. Specifically, Goku from the Mexican sub of the show Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Did he have a good voice actor or something?
Yes. Like, first of all, the voice actor, he is an amazing human being, just aside from that. But I grew up on the border of Mexico, and we didn't have cartoons like that. But if you flipped it to, like, Telemundo, which was the Mexican station, and came in all fuzzy, you could watch Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. So when I was, like, a little kid, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and, like, I couldn't really understand everything they were saying, but Goku just has this vibe. Even the English-speaking Goku just has this comfy vibe, and I was like, I'm gonna marry him when I grow up. And so there you go, Mexican Goku.
Mexican Goku.
I love it.
I thought about that one a lot, and I was like, Simon, who is my fictional crush? And then Simon was like, Mexican Goku. And I was like,
he knows you.
No, not all the Gokus. No. Mexican Goku.
Particularly Mexican Goku. And the voice actor, great guy, always would dress up as Goku and go to, like, the hospitals and stuff and, like, talk to kids. Did a lot of charity and everything. Like,
that's so
and
sweet.
always came to our Comic Cons.
That is so cute. I love it.
Awesome.
Snake Pixel asks, so where did Creaky come from?
He knows the answer to this. Creaky is the cat in my comics. Hold on. Creaky is my best friend's cat back home. Here she is, and she is immortalized forever in my comics.
It's a tuxedo cat. I love tuxedo cats.
She's a one-eyed tuxedo cat.
Oh, wow. That's awesome that you put your friend's cat in your comics too. That's amazing. Yeah. Such a good idea.
The only character based on a real person.
That's really cool. I love cats. I've noticed you are very much a cat person, it seems, because you have a lot of cat-themed shirts and pins and stuff.
I have a lot of cat. I even draw my characters as cat sonas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I love cats.
Cat Caro is adorable. Well, they're both adorable, but
I sent you a bunch of Cat Caro stickers when I sent you the prom comic. So
it still hasn't arrived, so you might have to resend it.
I sent another one. I sent one on Wednesday, so let's see if that one comes back.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Yeah, because I was like, what the hell? That's nobody. Come on. It wasn't like it was post-ordered, which nothing will ever arrive if you order it.
It takes forever.
Crossing fingers. We have a few questions from Jenny here. You barely mentioned it earlier. Do you do artist alleys, like at conventions and stuff?
Yes, I did a lot of conventions in the U.S. Art markets too, but I did Salt Lake City Comic-Con, Rose City Comic-Con, bunch of them in my local area, like El Paso Comic-Con, a bunch of different ones. I love doing Artist Alley. Like, I don't even want to sell things. I don't even care. Just come and talk to me. Like, I just want to talk to people about my OCs. Like, I love Artist Alley is my favorite thing in the world. And then I love to go spend all of my money at everyone else's booth and trade for stuff. Like, Artist Alley is the best.
I do that too. I always have to go buy something from the other stands when I'm at conventions if I have an art stand myself. Just, support.
It's a very sweet thing to do.
Yeah, I love like buying and trading and just like, I don't know, it's fun.
The art stand community, I feel like, is very inclusive and sweet.
Yeah, I've never had a bad experience with like other vendors. I've had a few customers that were nuts, but that's to be expected in any.
True. What would you consider your greatest art achievement? This is also from Jenny, by the way.
I guess probably my comics. I've never done a project for more than like a 5-month period without giving up. So the fact that I'm going on like 5 years, if that's what you mean by like what am I most proud of, then definitely like Seemingly Dark. It's and if you mean like piece in general, probably the only piece I ever did that went viral recently is like my favorite art achievement, because like I've never gone viral before, but
that's amazing.
What did go viral?
It was hold on, I can pull it up. It was the detention piece. It went viral on Tumblr.
Oh yeah, I love that one. It's so cute.
It's probably my best art I've ever done, and it was also an experiment.
Oh, interesting. I love experiments. It's like you're an art scientist.
Yeah.
Kinda.
This one.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
So that's my art piece that I'm probably the proudest of. And it was really fun because it went viral in January, and then I went to Artist Alley in February in Denmark, and people were like, I've seen that! And I was like, I've done it.
Yes, I have made it. I am a meme.
I am real now.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah. It would be fun to go viral one day. I still have yet to experience that, but maybe one day.
It will happen. It's never happened to me in my life. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. It's gonna happen.
You have such a positive vibe. I love it.
Just want everybody to succeed and be happy.
Oh.
Yeah. Jenny also asks, what's your main source of inspiration?
I guess we did talk about like my visual inspiration being like 90s comics and Tank Girl. And I guess like my writing, like for making comics, my writing inspiration, it comes from a lot of places. I don't know. I didn't think about that very hard. Honestly, looking at art, I just love like trolling other people's art and like looking through everything on Tumblr, especially finding new artists. Because when I see a piece, I'll be like, oh, I could tell a story about this in my head. And a lot of times that gives me the ideas, especially with like my supernatural stuff, like liminal spaces and just like all like spooky things. I just love abandoned buildings and stuff.
Antarctus just subscribed. He
Yes.
said, okay, fine. Give me some juice.
Your sticky note goes on the thing here.
Let's see. Luna Pie says, my first fictional crush was Legolas and Flora from Winx Club.
Aww.
That is very cute.
That is cute. My first lady crush was probably Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I was just like, there's something really sexy about her, and I'm like 10, and it makes me feel weird. So yeah, that's how I knew I liked ladies, I guess.
Yeah. I can't remember the first like female crush I had, but my first one was Skywise from ElfQuest because I grew up on ElfQuest. But I mean, in those comics, you know, boys and girls, they just go at it across. It's very polyamorous. So I think I kind of got influenced by that because I too like both girls and boys. So yeah, because it was just normalized because I read that comic as a kid. I was like, oh yeah, you can do that. Cool. That's hot.
Yeah, ElfQuest made me gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we make that a t-shirt, please? ElfQuest made me gay.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have one. Yep. I got a little screen printer over here. We'll do it.
Yes. Perfect.
One of you message that to me so I don't forget.
Yes, you have to make two though. You have to make ElfQuest made me gay, and then you have to make Tetris champion because one of you needs a trophy.
Right.
ElfQuest made me gay. I love it.
Luna Pie also wants to know, sounds strange, but what is your favorite snack? Because Luna Pie is a hobbit inside.
That was fun because like it's been a journey discovering new snacks in Norway. So I'm gonna tell you my Norway snack, and number one is the ice cream called Snakkis. Like, what a brilliant invention! Like
It's
one
so
sock
good.
is a ice cream sandwich, and what? I love it. That is like perfect. But if I'm going savory, then it's I actually have some right here. Hold on.
All right. I love snacks too.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
such an important question, Luna.
My
I'm so happy you said this.
Like Cheetos.
Yeah, the cheese crunchers are so good.
Real Cheetos. Like
Ooh.
I was so upset because I missed Cheetos, and then we found these, and I was like, they're getting upset because they're bootleg. Oh my god, they're so much better than real Cheetos. Like that's like the one thing you totally nailed. I love it.
Nice.
Cheetos champion.
Yeah, I like the cheese crunchers, but if we're going by volume, I eat so much popcorn, it's not even funny. Popcorn and chocolate, yeah. I don't know what it is.
I used to, when I came to Norway to visit Simon, I would buy like literally like 30 of the regular milk chocolate bars of these and take them back with me to the United States. And if I'm just trying to be simple gas station, then it's the quick lunch. Yes,
Yeah.
they're better than Kit Kats.
Yes,
They
agreed.
are. They are. Also, Sona just subbed 15
Oh my
times.
god.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Right. It's a lot of people got gift subs.
I did.
Yay! Luna says, I love those Cheeto balls.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love Smash.
Yeah. See, you guys have good snacks. I'm not big on your like food. And where are all your fast food restaurants? But you do have good snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important question. Salty licorice, yay or nay?
Yay. I love licorice.
Yeah, me too.
No. I love licorice. I like the salty, but I love the red bag of panda sauce.
Oh yeah, that's my mom's favorites too. We grew up with that in the house constantly because she would always eat it.
I didn't know I loved licorice until I moved to Norway. Like I hadn't really thought about it before, but it's like 1950 here, and you guys love that stuff. So,
We do. It's a Scandinavian thing. Like,
hmm but
and
I
for
do like it salty. I like everything with a little bit of salt.
yeah.
Uh, I'm salty.
Damn, these subscription pings keep going off. Bing, bing.
Yeah. Happy Lavender, using money to buy sub, get free sub from someone.
Fookboy agrees. Licorice is best.
Mm-hmm.
Antarctica says to Sona, "What have you done?" And Sona says, "I paid for shipping and future prizes on this channel." Lol.
Yes, you did.
You sure did.
Oh, that's a lot of sticky notes. That's such a
Yeah.
fat boy of sticky notes. That's 15 for Sona. I'm gonna put them all here. I thought I had a system, but now I need to rethink my planning
Yeah,
for
you
how
might.
to.
Yeah.
Antarctic be like, boo, ah, rage.
Luna Pie also loves the salty licorice, so you're outnumbered, Sunniva.
I'm gonna put a salty licorice bowl on my little art stick.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not gonna come visit.
That's gonna be my cosplay. It's a cosplay festival.
A salty piece of licorice.
Well, that should be easy. You could just wear all black. Just say, yeah, exactly. You're a piece of licorice already.
I have a piece of licorice already.
With raspberry filling.
It's true. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Simon just sent me a message, and I'm gonna show it to you because it'll
Okay.
make you laugh.
Yes! I love it!
We're gonna just okay. You'll have to send me some shirt sizes because I have like the vinyl cutter thingy, like silhouette. So we'll do this professionally. We'll heat press this.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it. I am here for it. Medium or large, whichever is good with me.
Same.
Yeah.
And we're just doing black. What are we doing? What color?
Oh, good question. I don't know. What's easiest? I mean, I like black. Anything black is good for me. But yeah, just whatever you think looks good.
Okay. This is so funny.
This is really funny. I'm super excited already. Like I'm almost like laugh crying over here. I love it so much.
It's gonna come with a suitcase full of presents, like.
Yeah. You won't have any room for your comic book or anything. It'll just be like random gifts.
I think I'm gonna have to mail those like ahead of me anyway. So hopefully that's a thing that's possible to do, like mail them to the venue or something. Because I don't know how I'm gonna get them on a plane, but we'll see.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh.
Chat is going nuts. It seems Antarctic and Sona are
battling it
having
out.
having their dispute. It's treason then. My heart will be shattered from the brutal treason. Jen is like, I'll give you mine, Antarctic, if you win. I mean, Antarctic has won 2 times already.
But I do have a question before we like move on to the like ending section of the show. And that is, can people pre-order your comic like online and have it shipped, or like, will it be published before Magicon, or are you officially publishing it at Magicon?
I will have it printed before Magicon, but even though it never got talked about again, but I did promise exclusivity to y'all, so pre-orders will be after. I'm not doing anything ahead of time. So if you're not Norwegian, I think unless you're a Patreon, then I might do it. But I just want to have as many as I can there. So I'm probably not going to do any kind of pre-order until after the.
That is awesome. You heard it here. You have to be at Magicon if you want to get your hands on this first.
Yep, number 1.
And you can get it signed.
look at
Whoa.
me in the eyeballs.
I'm gonna take a selfie while signing it.
Yes. Yes,
I can
for sure.
try.
That is so cool. I'm so excited. And I really hope a lot of people come to your panel and get to hear spooky stories. Because that
I
just
would love
sounds
that.
amazing.
There.
Huh?
Yeah, I thought it was a stupid idea, but then I messaged whoever it is that runs the panels, and they were like, "Oh, that sounds great," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
No,
Now
I
I'm
love
scared to
it.
do it.
I love it. I think it
Okay,
sounds
good.
great. I mean, if I'm available, if I don't have work to do, I will be there. For sure.
Same,
I don't know
same.
when it is yet, but when I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that would be cool.
Let's see. Yeah. So the next part of our show is recommendations.
I actually have one more question though.
Oh, cool.
For the people who want to buy your webcomic and stuff, where can they do that? Where do they find you?
Oh, like to buy stuff from me or to read them?
Yes. To read them or buy. I don't
Oh,
know.
to read.
Both.
Yes.
If you look up RaptorJules on Webtoon and Tapas, you can read both my webcomics. Mil-Liminal is out as a webcomic, but it's only like the first like 20 pages, so you actually won't be able to read the whole story until you get your hands on the book, because I'm
Oh.
releasing it slowly. But yeah, Webtoon and Tapas, search for RaptorJules, and if you want to buy things from me, like I have a lot of characters and like these comics, which are my characters like as high schoolers, it's on Ko-fi. So Ko-fi at RaptorJules. Or just message me on Instagram, because I'm like, you can just PayPal me.
That's awesome. I saw Anita put a link to the webtoon in the chat.
Or well, to top us at least.
Yeah.
And I just wrote it out so people can like read it in case they didn't get it like phonetically.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Maybe I should have done that. But thank you. Yeah, Webtoon and Tapas. I have 3 comics on Tapas and
Ooh,
2 on
awesome.
Webtoon. So Seemingly Dark and Mil-Liminal are both on Webtoon, and then I have a third one called Call Me Mickey that's on Tapas. All of them are in the same universe. So, but you don't have to read one to know the other. Like you don't have to read Seemingly Dark to understand Mil-Liminal. So.
They're like standalone.
Yeah,
Or they work
just,
as.
Yeah, you
Nice.
can read them together, but they work alone as well.
Oh, did we link to the wrong website? Okay, well,
Yes.
I'll find it. I'll link it
Yes.
properly.
What the frick is this?
I don't know. That's what came up when I typed tapas.com. Just in chat. I did not go to tapas to find it.
Oh.
So it's tapas.io is what it is.
Yes.
There you go.
I didn't even know that. I
No,
learned something.
that's not it either. Damn it! Why does it do that? Like
It gave us a YouTube trailer. Nice
Yeah.
for Barbie.
Sometimes my like control copy and control V don't work, so it just pastes the last link I copied for some reason.
Mine put that in Discord, so I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I just think that's funny.
Now
Honestly, you can just throw RaptorJules in Google and it'll.
Yeah, you'll find it.
I like that we're just black square photos talking with
Yeah.
the green circle around
That's
them right
what
now.
happens when I have to jump out of Discord.
Aw.
Wonderful.
Let's see if I can
No,
find. Yeah.
tapas is a Spanish word, so it's
Yeah.
not.
Great moment.
Yeah.
There we go. This will take you directly to RaptorJules on Webtoon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll
Yeah.
read my stuff. See how bad the art was in the beginning. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good quote. Believe in yourself. That's
Hey.
what Charlie always says.
Mm.
Awesome. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff here. So if you have some, we should have had this episode before Easter, so people had something to read during Easter break.
Yeah. Well, you can still read it. Tomorrow is still Easter officially, so.
It is.
Well, people are having fun in chat at least, so if nothing
Yes.
else, it sparked some laughs.
Yes. It did.
All right. That was the last question. Now we'll go to recommendations
Mm-hmm.
because we're already on overtime. So I hope you don't have anywhere else you need to be tonight.
Nah. Nowhere else I would rather be.
Yeah. The CosCast, yes. And our viewers, we like to share recommendations with each other. So, do you have any literature, movies, music, animes, games, or anything that you would like to recommend to our viewers or that our viewers would like to recommend to us?
Yeah.
Me?
Well, yeah, you, or we can start if you want to think about it for, a couple of seconds.
Antarctis' Mørkalven 2.
Yeah. That's Helly
Which is-
Peach's new comic book.
That's
I
right.
just got mine in the mail. Whoop.
Whoop.
Ta-da! So now I have both. Woohoo!
Yay! And obviously, we will recommend Seemingly Dark and Mil-Liminal.
Yes.
Go read those. Go check out RaptorJules' stuff because it's awesome.
Yeah.
I saw the D&D movie. We mentioned it earlier. I recommend it. If you're like D&D and fantasy movies in general, it was a good time. It was fun. And not cringy like a lot of the other Dungeons and Dragons movies have been in the past. I mean, I love them. They're horrible, but I love them with all my heart because they're so bad and cringy. But yeah. You have to be...
My NES says Mario movie.
Yes.
Dr. Stein. What's that?
Dr. Stone. It's an
Oh.
anime.
Ah, awesome.
It was very popular last year at least, and I think they've released a new season recently.
Ah.
So it has a little bit of like hype. Jenny says, I love the campfire cooking in another universe anime. That's probably since I adore cooking in real life too. Ah, I haven't seen that one, but it sounds cute. I'll have to check that out.
I just started watching, or I'm watching The Way of the House Husband. I would say that's kind of a Yakuza cooking show. It's very fun. So if you haven't seen that, you should. It's on Netflix.
Cool. I've been meaning to see The Way of the House Husband because it looks like it's a lot of fun.
The Way of Tuloservu, Antarctis. Yes, it's a lot of fun. It's like this, he used to be a gangster, and now he's house husband, and he's very dramatic in everything he does, so it's very anime and very fun.
I like it already.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a podcast called This Podcast Will Kill You, where it's basically two epidemiologists who talk about plagues and illnesses and viruses and stuff throughout history, like where it began and how things are now. Are there vaccines? Are there ways of treating it? What do you need to think about, to safeguard yourself against these kinds of things? And it's really fascinating. But then again, I like creepy or icky stuff and history. So I don't get weirded out easily. But for those of you who might have like OCDs or bacterial phobias and stuff, do not listen to this podcast. Do not. It will freak you out. Cannot recommend. But for everyone else, it's pretty cool. It's very interesting. You learn a lot.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
The chat is still like the battle between Antarctis and Sona just doesn't stop. Like, I might... Because Antarctis said that he imagined Sona in a cute pink apron making cupcakes, and then Sona's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. And Antarctis like, no!
A
So, yeah.
bromance going on here, I feel.
Yeah, kind of. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something.
It's something. Foodboy says, I will always love the old anime XL Saga. It keeps breaking the fourth wall all the time. I haven't heard of it, and I haven't seen it.
Me neither. I started for the first time. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm very behind, but for the first time today, I actually started watching Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't seen that show before, and I know that it had its big hype, like I don't know, 7 years ago or something. But I just started watching it today.
You like it so far?
I do. It's macabre, and I like it.
Yeah. There's a
Which
lot of
also,
blood and tentacles and stuff.
yeah, I guess. But I also have listened a lot to the podcast called the Magnus Archives, which is short, spooky stories, about 20 minutes. You don't have to listen to it like chronologically. It makes it a better listener experience if you do, but all of the episodes are kind of on their own. But it makes it better if you listen to them chronologically.
Listen to it chronologically. It's like way
Yeah.
better.
It
Excellent.
But if you like short, spooky stories, that gives you like, because they do have use a lot of sound effects and music, and the way they have make it more authentic, because it's supposed to be just read from any old tape recorder, and it's about like a paranormal archive in London, which is awesome.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Black Tapes, which was actually kind of creepy. It made me kind of paranoid listening to it, even though I knew it was fake.
It is like that. It's also a huge inspiration to me, so I probably should have thrown that in there.
Oh, well, now
cool.
you know.
That one and Night Vale too.
Oh yeah, that's that show
Welcome
was
to
so
Night Vale, yeah.
weird.
That's my rec to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Vale.
Nice. I also watched a little bit of the Japanese Tales of the Macabre, which is kind of the same category, but animated shorts. They are creepy as frick. But then again, I love everything creepy.
Yeah, is it kind of like Junji Ito creepy?
Don't know what that is.
Oh, Junji Ito is like a Japanese artist who does super creepy like manga and art illustration. Oh,
Don't know what Junji Ito is. Uzumaki, like all of these, like. Oh my God.
Okay, let me see if I can find examples for you, just so you can see, because you've probably seen it. You just don't know who this person is.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah,
I've seen them.
yeah. They're super creepy.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's art from yeah.
Yeah.
This is from one episode.
Of the Tales of the Macabre?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Then you know.
Then you know.
Yes.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Body horror, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But in a very interesting way.
Yeah, it's not as bad as but still.
Yeah.
I really love horror. It's my favorite genre. So.
I love
Okay, guys. Are we ready for because I put all the notes in this 3D printed mug that I bought from Tismas or White Space Props. Are we doing the thing for the thing?
Let's see who wins the tray of Ronin tonight.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull them out like this, and then I'll just take one like this. And the winner is number 13, Sona Server.
Hey! Well, so then you can get one shipped home to you.
Well, I think he has other plans for it. I don't think we're gonna keep it. We'll see what Sona says in the chat here. But it's up to you, buddy.
Yeah.
You decide. You decide.
It was not Antarctis this time.
No. I mean, Sona had 15 notes.
Ah, Sona is donating it to the Artist Alley.
Ah, awesome. At Magicon. Okay, so this Artist Alley will get a tray of Ronin during Magicon. We, the Feel Good crew, we will make sure that you have this tray available. That's awesome. Thank you, Sona.
Yay. So I did win.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Kind of.
Yeah, you did.
You won by proxy.
It's going back to the community. That's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much, Sona.
Oh, Happy Lavender says, that's a nice person. Yes. Yeah. Sona is very nice. People are just scared because he looks kind of strict.
I think it's because he doesn't smile a lot, but he does smile on the inside. It's just that his out facade doesn't show it.
His insides forgot to tell his outsides to smile.
Yes. That's that. He's actually super cute, and he's the one who actually bought this figure. So I have it in my room, but it's not mine. It's his. So yeah, I mean, he's a just pink fluffy panda, really.
Yeah. Antarctica says, Sona Servo always smiles to me. Ooh woo.
Soft boy. He is. He's a very soft boy.
Yes. Secretly a soft boy.
Yes, indeed. He's tall and carries himself proudly. That's why people scared, but you know he a soft boy. Footboy says. It's true.
All right. That's pretty much the end of the show.
Unless anyone else has something more they want to recommend.
Yes. I saw that Antarctis recommended Ergo Proxy up in the chat, which is also an anime, apparently. And
We're on the
Shrek
anime
marathons.
Rock marathons,
Yes.
alright. Nice.
Yeah. So, Sunniva, why don't you tell us what our next stream will be about?
Alright. Our next stream will be Sunday the 30th, 30 of April. And it's gonna be with Arevia. Arevia is a game streamer here on Twitch, and it's gonna be about her travel from being a game streamer on Twitch to becoming an accessibility gaming content creator, activist, and lecturer. So she was a guest at the first Magicon, where she held her first panel, and after that is kind of when her career took a different path, and she started hosting more panels. She started doing more for accessibility gaming, and she's doing a lot for that community.
Yeah.
With her visibility on the internet, and it's really cool. So
she had a collaboration with PlayStation not too long ago, actually, which is really cool.
She did. So we're gonna talk about what Arevia does, her travels, what her this last year has given her, what she's doing now, and it's gonna be super awesome. So yeah, stay tuned. It will be the 30th, Sunday at 7 Norway time.
Just like this stream. So before we sign off, I just want to say to Jules, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just so happy we've gotten to actually talk together, not in text format for the first time in, I don't know, 7-8 years.
Yeah, it's so awkward, but this is nice. I can actually read people's emotions better via phone.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yes. Antarctica says, see you at Magicon, Jules.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cartoonist, just look for the 192 centimeter tall.
You will be easy to spot in the crowd because you are at least, I mean, you are a head taller than most people.
Taller than most people.
Great at concerts.
Yeah.
Great or bad.
It depends, I guess. It's horrible to be my size at concerts because what all I can see is the backside of people's, shoulder blades.
Yeah.
So I have to sit on top of people.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
Let's see. Did someone say something? And
I don't think so.
the world can't handle such truths?
Yeah, it's an answer for Fook Boys. He's tall and carries himself, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, if you want to join our lovely community, there's a link to Discord in the chat that I posted. If you just scroll up a bit after all of the chat messages that suddenly appeared, you'll find it. It's open to join for anyone who wants to join, and you can write and post and just hang out if you like. And you can follow us on social media at Magicon_Norway on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And you can read more about us at magicon.no. And you can find Jules at RaptorJules on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Ko-fi, Webtoons, and Tapas. See, I listened.
Not tapas.com, but tapas.io.
Tapas.io.
Yeah.
And also follow D-Pad Studio because they're really awesome people too.
Yes.
Oh,
we have.
yeah, please.
Yes, do that. We have we actually did interview D-Pad Studio from the CosCast back in 2016.
Yeah.
So I do have I'm gonna link the
YouTube video.
Yeah, I have it here. Hold on. I'm just gonna screenshot because I did take a screenshot of the chat for Arevia of Mayenia saying Arevia and then doing the seagull emoji. So I just screenshotted that. Sorry, Mayenia, I outed you. That's something Arevia is known for.
Yeah, she has a very seagull-ish laugh.
Yes, and she owns it.
Yes, yeah. She has a seagull like kigurumi that she puts on.
I just linked the YouTube video for the interview that we did with D-Pad Studio back in 2016 with the CosCast. Sound is a little bit off because we didn't really have a proper microphone, and we did this filming at Spill Expo.
Yeah.
For those who've been there, knows that it's very noisy place, no matter where you are. So.
And they just announced the new game too.
Yeah.
So check them out. Support them to support me.
Yes, exactly. Because the more you support D-Pad Studio, the more comics and art Jules can make.
True story.
Yes. It's symbiotic. All right. So thank you guys for joining, for being active in chat, for subbing and participating, for asking Jules all of your lovely questions. It's been a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the 30th of April with Arevia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.